Hello everyone, welcome back to our class. నా క్లాస్ ఫస్ట్ టైం వింటున్నట్లయితే డెఫినెట్ సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి అండ్ షేర్ చేయండి, లైక్ కూడా చేయండి. ఇన్ ద లాస్ట్ క్లాస్ we completed addition of vectors. Now we will start new chapter, that is product of vectors. Product of vectors అంటే vectorsని product చేయడం. So product of vectorsలో we have two types. One is dot product and another is cross product. ఫస్ట్ మనకి ఏంటంటే డాట్ ప్రోడక్ట్ ఉంటుంది, సెకండ్ వన్ క్రాస్ ప్రోడక్ట్ ఉంటుంది. ఫస్ట్ వన్ డాట్ ప్రోడక్ట్ అండ్ సెకండ్ వన్ క్రాస్ ప్రోడక్ట్. సో ఫస్ట్ ఇన్ దిస్ క్లాస్ we will see the what is dot product and important examples. Scalar or dot product. Let a and b be two vectors. A and b are two vectors. The scalar or dot product of a and b written as a dot b. Scalar product we call it as scalar product or dot product. And we written as a dot b. Dot ఉంది దగ్గర మిడిల్ లో డాట్ ప్రోడక్ట్ అనాలి. డాట్ ప్రోడక్ట్ and is defined by a dot b is equals to 0 if one of a comma b is 0. అంటే a డాట్ b అంటే రెండిట్లో ఏదో ఒకటి 0 అయింది అనుకోండి, దాని డాట్ ప్రోడక్ట్ కూడా 0 అవుతుంది. ఐదర్ a ఈక్వల్స్ 0 ఆర్ b ఈక్వల్స్ 0 అయితే డెఫినెట్గా దాని ప్రోడక్ట్ ఏంటి 0. ఓకేనా? రెండిట్లో ఏ ఆర్ a ఈక్వల్స్ 0 ఆర్ b ఈక్వల్స్ 0 అయితే a డాట్ b ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు 0. సపోజ్ ఇఫ్ a నాట్ ఈక్వల్స్ 0 b నాట్ ఈక్వల్స్ 0 అయింది అనుకోండి, దిస్ ఇస్ ద కండిషన్. a డాట్ b ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు mod a mod b cos theta. Mod a mod b cos theta, where a not equals 0 and b not equals 0. Here theta is a angle between two vectors a and b. This is a definition. A dot b is equals 0 if one of a comma b is 0 and a dot b is equals to mod a mod b cos theta. Here a not equals 0 and b not equals 0. Suppose అదే వెక్టర్ మనకి ఇన్ టర్మ్స్ ఆఫ్ ijకి ఇచ్చింది అనుకోండి. ఓకేనా? నౌ we will see the what is the dot product. If ijk are mutually perpendicular unit vectors. ijk ఏంటి మనకి అడిషన్ వెక్టర్స్లో we have seen what is the ijk. I is the unit vector in the direction of x axis, j is the unit vector in the direction of y axis, and k is the unit vector in the direction of z axis. Here x axis, y axis, z axis are mutually perpendiculars కదా. therefore unit vectors also perpendicular to each other. unit vectors కూడా డెఫినెట్గా perpendicular to each other ఉంటాయి. and I is perpendicular to j and j is perpendicular to k is perpendicular to i. ఈ త్రీ వెక్టర్స్ ఆర్ మ్యూచువల్లీ పర్పెండిక్యులర్ యూనిట్ వెక్టర్స్. దెన్ మనకు డిఫైన్ చేస్తాం. i డాట్ i is equals to j డాట్ j is equals to k డాట్ k is equals to 1. ఎక్కడైనా i డాట్ i వస్తే దాని వాల్యూ 1 తీసుకోవాలి. అండ్ j డాట్ j is equals to 1, k డాట్ k is equals to 1. ఓకేనా? అండ్ i డాట్ j is equals to 0, j డాట్ k is equals 0 అండ్ k డాట్ i is equals to 0. సో మనం ఇలా డిఫైన్ చేస్తాం. ఏంటి? i డాట్ i సేమ్ ప్రోడక్ట్ వస్తే దాని వాల్యూ 1, i డాట్ i is equals to 1, j డాట్ j is equals to 1, k డాట్ k is equals to 1. అండ్ i డాట్ j డిఫరెంట్ మ్యూచువల్ పర్పెండిక్యులర్ కదా. అంటే i డాట్ j is equals 0, j డాట్ k is equals 0, k డాట్ i is equals to 0. ఇది డిఫైన్ చేస్తాం. ఓకేనా? సపోజ్ if any vector in the form of ijk, suppose a is equals to a1i plus a2j plus a3k, a is equals to a1i plus a2j plus a3k, b is equals to b1i plus b2j plus b3k, a is equals to a1i plus a2j plus a3k, b is equals to b1i plus b2j plus b3k. Now we will see the dot product. What will happens? Dot product. a dot b is equals to a ఏంటి వెక్టర్? ఇదే కదా ఫస్ట్ వెక్టర్. a1i plus a2j plus a3k dot b1i plus b2j ప్లస్ b3k b3k. ఇది వెక్టర్ a డాట్ వెక్టర్ b. ఓకేనా? సో మల్టిప్లై ఎవ్రీ టర్మ్ డాట్ ప్రొడక్ట్ చేయండి. ఫస్ట్ వెక్టర్ ఇంటూ టోటల్ కదా, అంటే a1i ఇంటూ టోటల్ వెక్టర్. సెకండ్ వెక్టర్ b1i ప్లస్ b2j ప్లస్ b3k. నెక్స్ట్ సెకండ్ వెక్టర్ a2j ఇంటూ b1i ప్లస్ b2j ప్లస్ b3k ప్లస్ థర్డ్ వెక్టర్ a3k ఇంటూ b1i ప్లస్ b2j ప్లస్ b3k. ఫస్ట్ వెక్టర్ చూడండి, a1i డాట్ b1i. a1i ముందు స్కేలర్స్ a1 b1 నంబర్ స్కేలర్స్, వాటిని ఏం టచ్ చేయొద్దు. రిమైనింగ్ ఏమొస్తుంది మనకి a1 b1 ఇంటూ i డాట్ i ప్లస్ సెకండ్ a1 b2 i డాట్ j i డాట్ j ప్లస్ థర్డ్ a1i ఇంటూ a1 b3 i డాట్ k a1 b3 i డాట్ k a1 b3 i డాట్ k ప్లస్ సెకండ్ a2 విత్ a2 b1 j డాట్ i ప్లస్ a2 b2 j డాట్ j ప్లస్ a2 b2 j డాట్ j ప్లస్ a2 b3 j డాట్ k j డాట్ k ప్లస్ నెక్స్ట్ లాస్ట్ a3 b1 k డాట్ i k డాట్ i ప్లస్ a3 b2 k డాట్ j k డాట్ j ప్లస్ a3 b3 k డాట్ k k డాట్ k. రైట్. Now apply this definition. I dot I is equals to 1, j dot j is equals to 1, k dot k is equals to 1. And I dot remaining ఏది తీసుకున్నా 0 వస్తుంది, j dot remaining ఏది తీసుకున్నా కూడా 0 వస్తుంది. అంటే ఈ కండిషన్ అప్లై చేసుకోండి ఇక్కడ. Here apply the conditions. So here I dot I is equals to 1 కదా, this value is 1. అంటే ఏమొస్తుంది మనకి a1 b1 into 1 a1 b1 plus here I dot j value is 0. I dot j is equals to 0. So this value is 0. So a1 b2 into 0 plus next I dot k value, I dot k or k dot I this value also equals to 0. అంటే a1 b3 వాల్యూ ఇంటూ 0 అంటే 0 వస్తుంది. ప్లస్ రిమైనింగ్ డిఫరెంట్ ఏది ఉన్నా కూడా 0 వచ్చేస్తుంది. అంటే i డాట్ i1 j డాట్ j1 k డాట్ k ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు 1. అంటే ఇది కూడా 0 అవుతుంది. j డాట్ i కదా, టోటల్ టర్మ్ 0 ప్లస్ ఈ j డాట్ j కదా 1 వస్తుంది. అంటే a2 b2 ఇంటూ 1 a2 b2. j డాట్ k కదా డిఫరెంట్ ఉంది కదా, పర్పెండిక్యులర్ కదా 0 ప్లస్ k డాట్ i డిఫరెంట్ 0 a3 I dot k is equals to 0, k dot I is equals 0. So a3 b1 into 0 వచ్చేస్తుంది ప్లస్ k dot j or j dot k is equals 0 ప్లస్ ఫైనల్లీ k dot k is equals to 1. అంటే a3 b3 into 1 a3 b3 అంటే ఫైనల్ ఏమొస్తుంది మనకి a1 b1 ప్లస్ a2 b2 plus a3 b3. This is a dot b. If a comma b are two vectors in terms of I j k, then a dot b is equals to a1 b1 plus a2 b2 plus a3 b3. Every time total ka product, we don't do all this product, just we will take I coefficient into I coefficient, a1 b1 plus j coefficient into j coefficient, remaining 0 होता है, j coefficient into j coefficient, b2 a2 b2 plus k coefficient into k coefficient, a3 b3. So this is a dot b. And a1 b1 plus a2 b2 plus a3 b3. This is a dot b. Okay na? Now suppose if theta is any angle between two vectors, theta is any angle between two vectors, then cos theta is equals to, we apply this formula ikkada define kada already, a dot b is equals to mod a mod b cos theta. What is the definition? A dot b is equals to mod a mod b cos theta, mod a mod b cos theta. So total mod a mod b left hand side cheyandi. What is the cos theta? Cos theta is equals to a dot b by mod a mod b. This is angle between two vectors formula. Cos theta is equals to a dot b by mod a mod b, a dot b by mod a mod b. Suppose if two vectors are perpendicular, perpendicular means theta is equals to 90 degrees. Theta is equals to 90 degrees. Suppose if I take here 90 degrees, cos 90 degrees, what will happen? Cos 90 is equals to a dot b by mod a mod b, a dot b by mod a mod b. Cos 90 degrees value is 0. So it becomes 0 into 0 is equals to a dot b by mod a mod b. 0 is equals to a dot b by mod a mod b. So ఈ total denominator left hand side చేస్తే 0 into something 0 అవుతుంది, అంటే we will get a dot b. A dot b is equals to 0. This is a perpendicular condition. If two vectors are perpendicular, then a dot b is equals 0. This is perpendicular condition. Okay na? Now this is a definition. A dot b is equals to mod a mod b cos theta. Okay na? So from this definition we will get cos theta formula. Cos theta is equals to a dot b by mod a mod b. This is a angle between two vectors. And to find the angle between two vectors ante we have to use this formula. Cos theta is equals to a dot b by mod a mod b. Next, if two vectors a and b are perpendicular, both two vectors are perpendicular, very very important, then a dot b is equals 0. Dot product of two vectors is equals to 0. So what is the given condition? A dot b equals to mod a mod b cos theta kada. A condition lo if theta equals 0 anukondi, what will happen? If theta equals 0, what will happen? A dot b is equals to mod a mod b cos 0. ikkadi condition lo substitute chestuna. Ee condition lo a dot b is equals to mod a mod b cos 0. Cos 0 degrees value 1. So a dot b is equals to mod a mod b. A dot b is equals to mod a mod b. Suppose if b is equals to a, what will happen? If b is equals to a, అంటే b ప్లస్ లో కూడా a ఉంది అనుకోండి, what will happen? అంటే a dot a is equals to and b ప్లస్ లో కూడా a తీసుకుంటున్నా, mod a dot a is equals to mod a అంటే mod a into mod అంటే mod a square. So we can write this as mod a square. Here a dot a we can write this as also a square, or a dot a is equals to mod a square. So we can write this also a square కూడా రాసుకోవచ్చు. a square is equals to mod a square. ఎందుకంటే ఈ రిజల్ట్ మనం ఎక్సర్సైజ్లో ప్రాబ్లమ్ సాల్వ్ చేసేటప్పుడు we will use this result. ఈ రిజల్ట్ యూజ్ చేస్తాం. రిజల్ట్ వెరీ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ రిజల్ట్ ఇది. A dot a is equals to mod a square, or a square is equals to modulus a square. A dot a is important. A dot a is equals to mod a square. ఈ రెండిట్లో ఏదో ఒకటి రిజల్ట్ యూజ్ చేస్తాం మనం. సో a dot a is equals to mod a square. Now important concept, orthogonal projection. Let a is equals to ab and b is equals to cd are two vectors. A is equals to ab. This is the vector AB. This is vector AB. So it is denoted by small a. Vector AB is small a. And B is equals CD or two vectors. B is equal, take this as B equals CD. B is equals CD. This is C vector C. This is D. B is equals CD, another vector. So this is vector B. AB is the vector A and CD is the vector B. P and Q are foot of perpendiculars drawn from C and D. So P and Q is the foot of perpendiculars drawn from C and D on AB. Foot of perpendicular of C is the, draw the foot of perpendicular of C, that has take as P. This is P. And foot of perpendicular from D is, take that as Q. That as Q. Foot of perpendicular ante which makes 90 degrees with the given line. So these P and Q are feet of perpendiculars drawn from C and D. C and D. Then PQ is called the orthogonal projection of B on A. So this PQ is called the orthogonal projection of, what is the line? B on A. So orthogonal projection of B on A. So PQ lies on A kada. Therefore this is the projection of B on A. PQ is called the orthogonal projection of B on A. Simply orthogonal projection is simple ga projection anukuntam. Modulus PQ is called the magnitude of the projection of B on A. So PQ is the projection of B on A. PQ is the projection of B on A. So modulus PQ, magnitude, this modulus PQ is the projection kada. So modulus PQ is called the magnitude of the projection of B on A. So this is the magnitude of the projection. The projection vector of B on A is A dot B by modulus A square into A. So we have to find the vector PQ. We have to find the projection vector PQ. So this is a projection vector PQ. A dot B by modulus A square into A. This is a projection of B on A. Projection of B on A. This is the vector. Projection vector of B on A is A dot B by modulus A square into A. This is very, very important formula. We use this formula to solve the problems in exercise. A dot B by modulus A square into A. And its magnitude is A modulus A dot B by modulus A. Magnitude is modulus A dot B by mod A. This is a orthogonal projection vector and its magnitude. Okay now? Now one more concept, component. Let A and B be non-zero vectors and A is equals to OA, B is equals to OB. So OA is equals to small a. This is the vector OA. This is O pointer. This is A pointer. This is vector OA in the direction. This is direction. This is small a. Vector OA is small a. And B is equals small b. B is equals to OB. So this is vector B. This is B. This point is B point. So OA is equals to small a, vector A, and B is equals to OB, vector B. Let P be the foot of the perpendicular from B on the line AB. So P be the foot of perpendicular on OA from B point. From B point. So this P is the foot of perpendicular. P is the foot of perpendicular. This is the foot of perpendicular from B. And B nundi foot of perpendicular anattu. P is the foot of perpendicular from B on A. On A. A మీద ఉంది కదా, అందుకే therefore we call it as foot of perpendicular from B on A. OP is called the component of B parallel to A. This OP is called, ఈ OP ని ఏమంటారు అంటే మనం, we call it as a component of B. Component of B. So OP is parallel to A. OP is parallel to A. So we call OP is, this is OP is called component of B parallel to A. OP is called component of B and parallel to A. This OP is called component of B parallel to A. OP is parallel to A kada, therefore this is component of B parallel to A. and this PB is called PB. So this is called component of B perpendicular to A, because PB is perpendicular to OA, vector A. PB is perpendicular to vector A, therefore this is called, PB is called component of B perpendicular to A. OP is called component of B parallel to vector A. PB is called component of vector B perpendicular to A. This is component of B parallel to A, OP. Component of B perpendicular to A is PB. This is component. Now last concept, vector equation of a plane. The vector equation of a plane whose perpendicular distance from the origin is P. P is a perpendicular distance from the origin, and whose unit normal drawn from the origin towards the plane is n. N is the unit normal towards the plane. Normal ante, yes, which makes 90 degrees with the plane, which makes angle 90 degrees with the plane, is r dot n is equals to P. So this is the equation of vector equation of plane. R dot n is equals to P. General equation of a plane. R dot n is equals to P. So here R is a position vector and n is a normal vector, and P is a perpendicular distance from the origin. P is a distance, not vector. P is not vector. P is a distance. Suppose what is R is equals to, so R is a position vector. Take R is equals to xi plus yj plus zk, xi plus yz plus zk. Take n is equals to li plus mj plus nk. N is equals to li plus mj plus nk is a normal ray, and P is a perpendicular distance. So take here, substitute all values. What is the R? Xi plus yj plus zk dot n value li plus mj plus nk is equals to P. So we have to do dot product. Dot product ఎలా చేస్తామంటే, take I coefficient into I coefficient only. Next J coefficient into J coefficient, K coefficient into K coefficient. So what is I coefficient? X. Here I coefficient L. So I dot I is equals to 1. I dot I ఏమొస్తుంది మనకి 1 వస్తుంది. So remaining X into L, XL plus J term into J term. J dot J is equals to 1. Okay na? Y into remaining into Y into M, YM plus last K term into K term. K dot K is equals to 1. Remaining terms are 0 7 చేయట్లే మనం. Only I into I dot I, J dot J, K dot K. So K dot K is equals to 1. Remaining Zn. Z into N is equals to P. So we can write this as Lx plus My plus Nz is equals to P. This is also normal form. So R dot n also normal form. This is also called normal form. This is also called normal form. Normal form of a plane. Normal form of a plane. But here we don't have ijk. This is called normal form in Cartesian coordinates, where x is a x coordinate, Cartesian coordinates, y is a y coordinate, z is a z coordinates. In Cartesian coordinates. This is called normal form of a plane in Cartesian coordinates. Now we have to find the angle between two planes. Suppose this is a very important formula. Suppose what is the plane? General form R dot n is equals to P. Suppose if I take first plane R dot n1 is equals to D1, one plane, and second plane R dot n2 is equals to D2. R dot n2 is equals to D2. Now we have to find the angle between two planes. Angle between two planes. Angle between two planes nothing but angle between two normals. Angle between two normals. So angle between two planes find చేయాలంటే మనకు పాసిబుల్ అవ్వదు. సో ఎలా ఫైండ్ చేస్తామంటే యాంగిల్ బిట్వీన్ నార్మల్సే యాంగిల్ బిట్వీన్ టూ ప్లేన్స్. నార్మల్ ఏంటి ఫస్ట్ ప్లేన్లో n1, సెకండ్ ప్లేన్లో నార్మల్ ఏంటి n2. సో we had find the angle between two normals. We had find the angle between two normals. That is, what is the formula? Cos theta is equals to n1 means any vector, normal vector, n2 also normal. So cos theta is equals to n1 dot n2 by modulus n1 dot n2. This is the angle between two planes. Angle between two planes nothing but angle between two normals. Two normals ki angle find చేస్తే we will get angle between two planes. Okay na? This formula we will use while solving the problems in exercise, in solver problems, and as well as in exercise also. Angle between two planes is equals to cos theta is equals to n1 dot n2 by modulus n1 dot modulus n1 n2. Sorry, dot ఎందుకు వస్తుంది ఇక్కడ? Modulus n1 into modulus n2. This is the angle between two planes. In our textbook, in page number 176, we have these two problems. If A, first problem, if A is equals to 6i plus 2j plus 3k and B is equals to 2i minus 9j plus 6k, then find A dot B. We have to find A dot B and the angle between A and B. We have to find first A dot B, then angle between A and B. First, what is given? A and B. First, take A dot B is equals to A dot B is equals to, what is the vector A? 6i plus 2j plus 3k. 6i plus 2j plus 3k dot 2i minus 9j plus 6k. 2i minus 9j plus 6k. So when we are doing dot product, so multiply I terms into I terms, then j terms into j terms, then k terms into k terms only. Don't take remaining terms. So 6 item, what is that? Say y coefficient 6, j coefficient, I coefficient 2. So 6 2s are 12, 6 into 2. Because I dot I is equals to 1. I dot I is equals to 1 వస్తుంది మనకి. ఓన్లీ I coefficient into I coefficient వేస్తాం మనం. ప్లస్ what is the j coefficient? 2 into j coefficient minus 9. Next to k coefficient 3. What is the k coefficient? 6. I coefficient into I coefficient plus j coefficient 2 into j coefficient plus k coefficient into k coefficient. 3 6 are 18. So 6 2s are 12 minus 9 2s are 18. 3 6 are 18. So 18 will get cancelled. A dot B is equals to 12. A dot B is equals to 12. Next we have to find angle between A and B. Angle find we have to find modulus A. Modulus A is equals to, what is the vector A? ఎలా ఫైండ్ చేస్తాం? modulus అంటే addition vectors వస్తుంది మనకి. Modulus A is equals to I coefficient 6 square plus j coefficient 2 square plus k coefficient 3 square is equals to 6 square 36 plus 2 square 4 plus 3 square 9 is equals to under root 49 is equals to 7. Modulus A is equals 7. Modulus B is equals to under root of, what is the in the vector B? What is I coefficient 2 square plus j coefficient minus 9 square plus k coefficient 6 square is equals to under root of 2 square 4 plus 9 square 81 plus 6 square 36. So what is the value? 40 121 under root of 121 is equals to 11 square is equals to 121. This is 11. So what is cos theta formula? Angle between two vectors cos theta is equals to, what is the formula? A dot B by mod A mod B. A dot B by mod A mod B. Now substitute values is equals to, what is the A dot B value? 12. 12 by mod A value 7. Mod B value is 11 into 11 is equals to 12 by 11 7 is 77. So cos theta is equals to 12 by 77. This implies theta is equals to, ఈ cos right side send చేస్తే cos inverse అవుతుంది. Theta is equals to cos inverse 12 by 77. 12 by 77. This is angle between two vectors A and B. A dot B కొంచెం జాగ్రత్త చెక్ చేసుకోండి. We have to multiply only I coefficient into I coefficient because I dot I is equals to 1. Only I dot I చేస్తే 1 వస్తుంది. రిమైనింగ్ I dot J అంటే 0 వస్తుంది. I dot K 0. నెక్స్ట్ J dot I 0. J dot J వాల్యూ 1. ఓకేనా, అది కండిషన్. నో సెకండ్ వన్, ఇఫ్ A is equals to I plus 2J minus 3K and B is equals to 3I minus J plus 2K, then show that A plus B and A minus B are perpendicular to each other. We have to show that A plus B and A minus B are perpendicular to each other. First find A plus B. A plus B is equals to, add two vectors. What is A vector? I plus 2J minus 3K plus B vector 3I minus J plus 2K. So we will add like terms only. I plus 3I, 4I. Next 2J minus J plus J minus 3K plus 2K minus K. This is A plus B. A plus B. A plus B. Now find A minus B. A minus B is equals to, what is vector A? I plus 2J vector A minus 3K minus kada minus. What is vector B? 3I minus J plus 2K. 3I minus J plus 2K is equals to I plus 2J minus 3K minus into plus minus 3I minus into minus plus J minus into plus minus 2K. So add like terms, I minus 3I minus 2I. I minus 3I minus 2I. 2J plus J plus 3J minus 3K minus 2K minus 5K. This is A minus B. We have to show that A plus B and A minus B are perpendicular. If two vectors A and B are perpendicular, what is the condition? Perpendicular condition ఏంటి మనకి? A dot B is equals to 0 రావాలి. వాటి డాట్ ప్రోడక్ట్ becomes 0. వాటిని డాట్ ప్రోడక్ట్ చేస్తే ఆన్సర్ ఎంత రావాలి? 0 రావాలి. సో ఇక్కడ కూడా వెక్టర్స్ ఏంటి? ఒక వెక్టర్ ఏంటి? A ప్లస్ బి, ఇంకొక వెక్టర్ ఏంటి? A మైనస్ బి. అంటే వీటిని డాట్ ప్రోడక్ట్ చేయాలి మనం. నౌ డూ డాట్ ప్రోడక్ట్. ఫస్ట్ వెక్టర్ ఏంటి? A ప్లస్ బి కదా, అంటే A ప్లస్లో A ప్లస్ బి ఉంది, డాట్. సెకండ్ వెక్టర్ ఏంటి? A మైనస్ బి. A మైనస్ బి ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు, వాట్ ఇస్ A ప్లస్ బి వెక్టర్? 4I plus J minus K dot. A minus B vector minus 2I plus 3J minus 5K. So do dot product I coefficient into I coefficient. At I coefficient ఏంటి? 4. ఇక్కడ I coefficient minus 2. 4 into minus 2. Right. Plus J coefficient 1. Here J coefficient 3. 1 into 3. Next K coefficient minus 1. Here minus 1 into K coefficient minus 5. So plus into minus, 4 2s are minus 8. 3 1s are 3. Plus minus into minus plus 5. So minus 8. 3 plus 5 8. Minus 8 plus 8 equals to 0. Therefore A plus B dot ఎంత వచ్చింది వాల్యూ మనకి? A plus B dot A minus B is equals to 0. Therefore these two vectors are perpendicular. Therefore A plus B comma A minus B are perpendicular to each other. A plus B comma A minus B are perpendicular to each other.